Hi everyone, welcome to another video from Simple Coding. In the last video, I have covered the shopping cart. So as you can see now, you have the shopping cart list and you can add items in the shopping cart. And you can see the new items in the shopping cart. But if you see in the production, we have some more features, like we have this badge where you can see the number of items in the cart, and you can remove items from the cart like this. And when you add an item in the cart, it updates the number of the badge in the shopping cart. So today we're going to implement this badge where you can see all the numbers of the number of the items which are in your shopping cart, and you can also have this option to remove item from your cart. So we're going to implement these two things, and also we'll implement two more pages where you can see all the products. As you can see now, we have all the products in this page, and you can see all the categories in this page, but we don't have these things right now. These pages are now empty. So we are going to implement these two pages, and also our navbar looks a little bit not so good, because as you can see that in the production it's now in white, and it's now not that looking that good, it's almost brown. So we'll fix this navbar, we'll add this badge, and we'll add the delete option in the shopping cart, and we'll also update this badge when you add items in the cart or remove items from the cart. So let's get started. So in the last video I have uploaded, so as you can see that this is the last video. I just released it today. So we finished at this branch, which will be shopping cart, and you can start from this branch and you can follow along with me. And after I finish this tutorial, I will push my changes in the shopping cart finish branch, and you can see the completed code, and I will put both these links in the description below. So let's get started. I got this new mic for you guys for the YouTube videos. Let's hope it improves the sound quality of the videos. Okay, so let's start the coding. So as you can see, I have run the branch. So it's you can run it by npm run serve. And let's now see. So first we'll implement the delete feature from the cart and fix this UI a little bit so it looks better, and also fix this price. So maybe we can make it like this. So let's first implement the delete feature from the cart. All right, so as you can see now, this looks really good in the production, and also I will limit it to 2 digits, not the whole digit, whole 9, like more than 2 digits. So let's implement it. So let's first add the option remove from the cart. So let's open the shopping cart page. So if you go to the product, no, you don't, you just go to the view, you just go to the cart page and you open it. So here now we have the image here, we have the name and quantity, and we have the total price here, and then we have this right side and left side, and now we have the total cost. So here after this P, where we display the total price, we'll add the option to delete the item from the cart. So we can give a breakpoint, and then we can write we can give it link href, and we can make it like just hash, and we can give it a class text write, and we'll add this option remove from cart. As you can see, it is displayed here, and on click we'll create a function that delete item, and we'll pass the cart item ID, cart item dot ID, and we'll declare this function in the method section. So we only have now list cart items. Now we'll declare the function. So delete item, and we'll pass the ID, and we'll call the Axios dot delete. So let's see the API to delete the cart item. So if you go to the limitless Heroku app, so here you can see all the APIs which is based on Java and Spring Boot. So here we can see in the cart controller, we can that we have this option to delete item from the cart. So it is cart item, we just pass the cart item ID and the token, and you can execute it and it will work. So let's implement this now. So Axios delete, and we'll make a backtick and this dot base URL, and then we pass the cart delete, and we pass the item ID, and then we might make the token. We pass the token like this dot token, and that's it. I think this is enough to delete the item, and then we can get the response. And we can make, what we can do is after we delete the item, we can go to the top of the page. So then we can make that if response equal to response dot status equal to 200. So if what you can do is we can go to the top of the page. So this dot router dot go, 0. And if you get an error, then we just console error like the previous one. You can just copy it. All right, so now let's write. So let's try to remove this item from the cart. So now you can see that it's removed and we have now 2 items in the cart. Let's remove one more. And now you can see we can have we only have 1 item in the cart. So it's working fine. So let's now fix the navbar a little bit and add this badge here. And now before that I should fix this UI of this this cart. First let's fix the UI of this cart, then we will fix the navbar. Okay, so let's one more item in the cart first. Let's go to this Lenovo, add to cart. So now it is there. Okay, so let's now try to fix it. So first this quantity, like here. So let's first make it float left. Price, total, name, quantity. So let's make it float left. So now it is on the left and total price on the right. And also, and per unit, let's also float it in the left and make it bold. It's already bold. We just need to make it on the left. So what we can do, so in this, the entire item, so after this class, we can do one more thing. We can make it justify content. Around. Also, we can do one thing. We can make it. We can copy this embedded thing in this column, and in this image we can add the class that embed responsive item. It's embed. Okay, so I made a mistake, so it's now embedded responsive item. So now it looks much better. And the heading looks a bit more bigger, I think. And we also need to add the link to the item in the cart. So in the also this image and in also in the link. So let's add those things. So in the first in the title, so you can add a router link. So name will be so details. And params will be, you have to pass the item, the product ID here. ID will be cart item. Dot product dot ID. Sorry, it should be this and this. So now we have the link to the product page from this, and you'll also fix this quantity and add to cart these things. So you'll fix the CSS also. So we have the remove from cart, this, and okay. So now I think this looks pretty good, like the item in the production. All right. Okay, so what else is there? Okay, well, let's also make this one in the left. Per unit, item price. And we can also make some little bit of CSS. You can make the fronts bit more smaller. So we can declare one section, it will be style. And we can make H4 and H5. Color will be four eight. And font size will be little smaller. Font size will be 700. Okay, so pretty good. So now let's add this, fix the snap bar now. So what you can do is, we have the snap bar, we have the logo, we have the burger button, and we have this div which is collapsible, and nav bar ends here. So here we can make a link. So for the nav link, we will make it white. Oh, it's already white. And you can also change the search button a little bit. Okay. So why this is not white? This one should be white. This is the form for the input bar, this form. So let's also hide that, and then we have this drop down for browse. Okay, we can add something like text light here. So in this nav link, text light. So now you can see now it is white. And also you can add the same in the here nav link. So now both are looking nice, and now we'll add this icon here, like this color. So in the form, so we'll add some style in this search button navbar. It will be background color, FEBD 69, and also the same will be the border color. And then you get some border top right radius 2 pixel, and similarly border bottom. Okay, so it now looks more rounded. All right, so what else? So why it looks a bit bigger? Okay, so let's now add this badge here now. Now we have it here. So you can add a badge. So in the cart, we'll give a span, and ID will be nav cart count. Span, and let's now hardcode it by 3. We'll make it later dynamic. So now it is 3. So let's now give some style. So nav cart count. So background color will be red. And color will be white. And border radius will be 50%. Okay. Now height will be 15 pixel and width will be also 15 pixel, and font size will be 15 pixel, and align item center. Display flex, and justify content center. So now it is looking good, and now you give the some position. So position will be absolute, and margin left will be 10 pixel. All right, so looking pretty good. So now you just have to make it dynamic, and you can put both of this into a div. And you can put this span outside the router, and you can put both this span and this inside this cart div. And we can make this cart style will be position relative. All right, so it looks pretty good. Now let's make it dynamic. That's number 3. So we can declare a prop which will be cart count, and we will pass it from the app.vue. So in the app.vue, so when we are calling the fetch data, so we'll also fetch the cart items. If token is present, i.e. logged in, so you can make if this dot token. Remember, we are getting the token from the mounted section. We have to also get the token. This dot token will be local storage dot get item token. If this token, then we will call the Axios. So you can just see the cart API that we have declared here. So we'll need the same list cart items API. So you can copy this, and in the app.vue we can paste it, but we don't need all these things. We just need like this. So we'll first declare a variable that will be cart count, and let's first make it 0. And so this cart count will be result.cart_items.length, and we'll just remove the total cost. We don't need the total cost, and we'll pass this cart account in the navbar prop. So if you can see the navbar, so you'll pass the cart count, like cart count will be cart count, and the navbar we have the cart count, and we will display this cart count here. So now you can see, now we have 2, and when you remove item, it is 0, now it is 1. So it is refreshing the whole page, and now it is working like this. So here we have to do one more thing, like when you go to a cart item, like when you go to a product and we add the item in the cart, we also need to refresh this navbar. So how we can do that? So what we can do is we can have a method in the navbar, the fetch data. So in the app.vue we see that we have a fetch data. So we can just emit one event fetch data, and it will refresh all the data and also the cart item. So what we can do is we can, in the show detail page, product show detail page. So when we add item in the cart, which you can see it here. So after adding the item, what we will do is we will send an event that this dot emit fetch data, and now that will refresh the page. So if you can see that, if we make item quantity like 3, and also you have to see that it's also declared fetch data, yeah, it's there in every page. So if you add this item, and you can see that this is updated. So I will show you from the console. So suppose we have 2 items in the cart. Now let's add one more item in the cart. So when we add this item, you'll see that we'll have network call, and it will it will call the product second, it will call the fetch data function, which is declared here. So it will get all the category data again, all the product data again, and it will also fetch all the cart detail page again, and it will update the cart count, and then the cart count will be passed to the navbar again, and it will refresh the count here again. So let's see in action. So add to cart. So now you can see that we have called the category API, we have called the product API, and then we have called the cart items API, and now we have 3 items, and now we update this variable cart account by this 3, and it will pass in the navbar, and navbar, you can see in the navbar it just displays the 3. So it works in this way. I hope it is clear, and that is the beauty of the Vue.js, and you can do things in such a great way here. Okay, so I think we need to remove this app align center from the app, and it should be working better. Yeah, I think that was the issue. And also we don't need this navbar. What is this? So in the app view we don't need anything. We just can also remove this nav and this padding and this, and also you don't need to have this. Okay, so that was the issue, I think. Yes, so we had too many things in here, so we don't need this, so just remove this. So now it looks better. We just need like HTML, workflow. Why? Scroll. Nice. All right. I'm not sure why this is not this. It should be working fine. I'm not sure. So let's not waste time on this. So I think it's working fine. And one more thing, like when you log out, then it should reset to 0, as you can see. But now when you log out, log out function is not working. So let's check out the logout function first. So let's go to navbar, and when you log out, so we can also do as well. Text will be logged out. Visit again. Icon will be success. And also you need to do one thing, like we need to reset this counter. So we need to send an event to the app.vue. So as you can see from the app.vue, we are calling this navbar. So we need to pass emit event from this navbar to app.vue, so that it will reset this cart count, and then it will make it 0. So from the navbar, we'll make a function. So in the app.vue, we'll make a function reset cart count, and it will make this cart count as 0. And we need to call this, we need to pass this in the navbar, so that it can emit the event. So we'll say reset this card count will be hit card count, and in the navbar after sign out we'll emit this function, this dot emit, and we'll push it to the, we'll go to the home. Okay, so what's happening is that we have a function in the app.vue, it called reset card count, and it will make the card count as 0, and we'll emit this function from the navbar. So when you log out, we'll emit this function, it will come to the app.vue, it will make the card count as 0, then it will pass this prop again to the navbar and it will make it 0. So let's try it out. So first sign in. So when you sign in, it's also not updated. So let's refresh the page so to see that if it's updated. And now let's sign out. And now you see it's now 0. So again, let's sign up. And login successful. So when we are logged in also, we should also call this function. So when you log in, sign in, we also have to, after we sign in, we have to also call this function, this dot emit fetch data. So let's see, when we sign in and when we continue, okay, because we are setting this token here, so maybe it's not working in a synchronously. But it should work, because it takes some time for the token to set, so maybe it's not finding the token there. Like when you can try to see network tab. So now it is updated. Okay, let's also fix it. JS float to 2 decimal places. So you can make it in the tutorials. In the cart, when you're displaying the price, the total price, we can make it total cost to fix to. So now it is now 100.2, and now we need to put some gap between quantity and total. So what's happening here? You can make style equal to float, right? Yes, so now it is working better. Okay, so we need to do one more thing, because it is working there, so it should be also working here. So first we need to thread token, emit data, and read dot push So let's try to log out again, and let's try to log in. Okay, now you can see that the cart is now updated to 3. And when you remove the item from the cart, it's 2. It becomes 0 and then 2. What's happening here? Oh, it's already removed, I think. So let's move one more. Yes, 0 and 1, that's fine. So I think that's it. So now our UI is looking better now. This one is not yet fixed, so I will see why it's not working. But our badge is working, our navbar is also working fine. So our add to cart button is working fine. Okay, so when we add to the cart, also we need to add this, send this fetch data. So let's add one more item in the cart. Two item. Now let's add one more item. So now 2, and now it is 3. So working fine. All right. So in this tutorial, you learned how to create this badge. In the next tutorial, I will integrate Stripe, and you can check out. From here, you can integrate the Stripe payment. Like you can see here, like once we click the confirm order, then I will redirect to the Stripe page. So I will implement that part in the next tutorial. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any doubt, you can join our Discord community, or you can also join our Facebook group and you can ask the question. You can also leave a comment in the YouTube video, and I will try to help you out. And if you like the video, please comment and subscribe and like the video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.